Hello, good afternoon, friends. My name is Razi, and today we will be studying in the series of class 10, chapter 8 of NCERT, that is Introduction to Trigonometry. बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स हैं जिनको ये ट्रिगोनोमेट्री मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा लोड लगता है, ठीक है. तो आई एम हियर टू जस्ट ईज आउट द प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ दो स्टूडेंट्स जिनको ट्रिगोनोमेट्री में थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम है. Trigonometry is one of the easiest topics of mathematics, and it is most widely used for problem solving anywhere. Anywhere you see, if you take an example of Qutub Minar, how can we measure the height of the Qutub Minar? That is with the use of trigonometry. You see a lot of aircrafts flying, you see a lot of balloons flying. How do you calculate? You may be wrong if you calculate directly, just having a judgment that it must be flying at some 500 meters, 1000 meters or something. When you make use of trigonometry, you get the accurate results. How do we make use of trigonometry? This is what we're going to learn in subsequent lectures. Okay, so we'll start with the introduction of trigonometry. What is trigonometry? It is nothing but the combination of three different words, small words: trigono, tri, gon plus metri. This tri, that means three. Gon means, it means side. This is basically a Greek phrase. Metri means, this metri comes from metron. That is nothing but the measurement. That is nothing but measuring. Now, we need to know little history about the same, what we are studying here. So first traces in the world that comes from Egypt and Babylon. You must have heard various structures which were very nicely incorporated in the Egypt. Just for that sake, you can take an example of pyramids of Egypt, which are based on trigonometry. Their exact calculations, their exact measurements, their exact sites are only because of trigonometry. This is how the trigonometry was used in the past. In the present also, we have been using it for various calculations. Now, what do we study in this chapter or in this particular lecture? We will be studying the various ratios of the triangle, the applications of these ratios, and the broad idea of problem solving. How do we go about the problems? Because ultimately, whatever we study, if we don't apply it into our life, then there is no use of it. So in that case, it becomes most important to have applied your knowledge into the real world or the real life. Okay. Now, coming to the ratios of the triangle. First, let me clarify what is a triangle. Triangle is nothing but which has got three sides. There comes a limitation of trigonometry wherein it is applied for right angle triangles only. So if this kind of a triangle is given to you, how do you apply? You have to make it in a right angle triangle. For this triangle, ABCD, for ACB, you can apply trigonometric ratios. For ACD, you can apply trigonometric ratios. With the use of this, if you know two sides, you can find out the other side when you know the angle also. Okay. Okay, now let me come to triangle. The various parts of the triangle, these are three different angles. Angle A, angle B, which is a triangle, which is a right angle, and angle C. This is the base of a triangle. BC is a perpendicular and AC is a hypotenuse. You can name it otherwise also. You can name it as ABC. You can name it as CBA. You can name it as BCA. That is up to you. But whenever you take the ratios, you have to keep very few small things in mind. Okay. What are all those that we will discuss now? This triangle, in which we can apply these three trigonometric functions. These are basic trigonometric functions. This is sine, this is cosine and this is tangent. See, कोई बड़ा rocket science नहीं है. Sine, cosine, tangent you might be hearing for the first time as a 10th class students, but there is nothing but simple ratios of the sides. So how do we define it? Sine is nothing but whichever angle you want to calculate out of here. Suppose I have taken angle A as a reference. This angle A, when I take the sine of it, that is equal to opposite side upon hypotenuse. What is the opposite side of it? BC upon AC. Okay. When I take cosine, that is nothing but cos of angle A is nothing but angle A, I want to take out the cos. This is cos is nothing but base upon hypotenuse. What is base here? AB upon. What is hypotenuse? AC. Now comes tangent. What is tangent? Is nothing but, if I take in tangent of these angle, it is nothing but the ratio of opposite side to base. Tangent of angle A is nothing but opposite side upon base or the adjacent side. Okay. Just writing the base sometimes clears confusion. How? When I take the triangle like this, if I take the angle A here, then your base is this, your adjacent side is this, and hypotenuse is this. In this case, if you take the base, it might cause a problem. In this case, what do we do? To avoid this mistake, what do? We take opposite side upon adjacent side. अभी काफी बच्चों को ये भी डाउट होता है कि what is adjacent side? Nearest side to the angle you have considered is called adjacent side. The farthest side that you have that angle you have considered is opposite side, and I think there is no doubt for hypotenuse. Okay. Now, if I take angle as this, if I take theta, its opposite side will be AB and its adjacent side will be BC. So if I want to write sine theta, then I should write opposite side upon hypotenuse is nothing but AB upon AC. If I want to write cos of theta means adjacent side upon hypotenuse means BC upon AC. Now, if I want to write tangent of theta, what do I need to write? This theta, it is opposite side upon adjacent side, is nothing but AB upon BC. Okay, so this is how these ratios are defined. Okay. There are various functions which are used as inverse of sine, cosine and tangent. Okay, we'll not go much deep into this in this lecture. In the next lecture, I'll be covering this cosine, secant and cotangent. It is nothing but inverse of the sine function. When your sine function is opposite side upon hypotenuse, your cosecant function becomes what? It is nothing but hypotenuse upon opposite side. Likewise, for the cosine, when I have written the function as it is adjacent side upon hypotenuse, what does the secant mean? That is nothing but the inverse of this, that is hypotenuse upon adjacent side. This AS stands for adjacent side. When I write down in terms of the angle, in terms of this triangle, then here it was BC upon AC, then sine will be AC upon BC. Here for cosine it was AB upon AC, so here it will be AC upon AB. Okay. Now this tangent was, it was opposite side upon adjacent side, opposite side upon adjacent side. Okay, so this was BC upon AB. So now for this function it will be what? Adjacent side upon opposite side equal to AB upon BC. Okay, this is how these functions are defined. देखो इसमें थोड़ा सा याद रखना पड़ेगा. You just have to remember these things. Sine, what is a sine? It is opposite side upon hypotenuse. Cosine, base, or you can say adjacent side upon hypotenuse. Tangent is opposite side upon adjacent side. At a first instant थोड़ा सा ये it might be difficult for you to remember, but अभी मैं आपको एक short trick बताता हूँ. If you speak Hindi, sine, it looks like M, सामने वाला. This is opposite side. Okay. Cos, co-workers, colleagues, co मतलब पास में वाला है ना, co-workers, that is This is how you can remember. Sine मतलब सामने वाला, cos मतलब पास वाला, and hypotenuse at the denominator that remains same. So this is all about the ratios that we have studied. Okay. Now we'll just look out for how can we apply into real life problems. How do we find out the solutions of the real life problems? Okay. मोस्टली सारे बच्चों ने कुतुब मीनार का नाम तो सुना ही होगा. नहीं सुना जिसने, उनके लिए अभी सुन लो. कुतुब मीनार इज सिचुएटेड इन दिल्ली. ओके. तो if you visit Delhi and if you see Qutub Minar and you want to know height of the Qutub Minar, ठीक है. इसमें कुछ बच्चे बोलेंगे कि सर वो तो लिखा होता है नेम प्लेट में. फाइन, लिखा होता है, मैं पढ़ सकते हैं, बट इफ यू वांट टू कैलकुलेट, हाउ डू गो अबाउट इट? वी हैव ट्राइंगल, वी हैव सम trigonometric ratios A, B, C angle. Can I apply this here? Yes. How? What do I do? I am standing here at point A. Whatever the angle of inclination that I have to carry out to see the top of the minar is the angle that I am going to take as a reference. That I am going to calculate this ratio for. For this theta, this is adjacent side. This is opposite side, and this is nothing but hypotenuse. Now I have the ratio adjacent side upon hypotenuse is nothing but cos theta is adjacent side upon hypotenuse. We have one more formula, that is sin theta, opposite side upon hypotenuse. I have another formula, that is tan theta is equal to opposite side upon adjacent side. Okay. अच्छा, तो I want to know this height, means I have to take this as x. I don't know this height, I have to calculate. So, but I can know this distance from here to here because it is on the ground. You can calculate it by measurement, by measuring. This angle I can have. Okay. So what do I take? Should I take cos theta? Adjacent side upon hypotenuse. I will not be getting this as an answer. So I will not take this. Can I take tan theta? It is opposite side upon adjacent side. Yes, I can take it. Can I take sin theta? It is opposite side upon hypotenuse. Yes, I can take it. Which is more suited? better suited. This is tangent. Tangent is nothing but opposite side upon adjacent side. So in that case I also don't need to find out this. I just need to know this distance and this angle. So when I have this angle, suppose tan theta, if this angle is 45 degree, the value of tan theta, tan 45 is nothing but 1. This value will be 1. So this ratio opposite side upon adjacent side, this ratio will be 1. So when this ratio is 1, it means what? Opposite side upon adjacent side is 1. It means opposite side equal to adjacent side. Okay. So whatever this side is, this side will be that much. Then your x will be nothing but the measurement of AC. Okay. So this is one of the practical applications. In place of Qutub Minar, you can also find out the height of the balloon. If you are standing somewhere, okay, you know this angle, you can take this. Okay, this is how you can make use of the trigonometry in your daily life and for simple calculations. Okay, in next class we will be covering further topic for sine, cosine and tangent and a few problem solving. Along with this, I will also be covering the interconnection of the sine, cosine, tangent and their inverses. So that's all for this class. Thank you so much. Stay connected, keep learning. Thank you.